Well, good midday, good midday, good midday. Preferably, my computer won't freeze today because it's still the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Thankful and grateful to God for another opportunity to be able to come on board and to share just a little something with you. So, we welcome each and every one of you to be a part of this moment of learning, this experience that is taking place. And so we are grateful and thankful to God. So, hello, 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 hello to you, one and all. Kathy, Minister Sarah, bless your heart for being here. And we are grateful for you, one and all. Okay. Please be so kind to share. That would be great. If you would do that, that would be absolutely wonderful. Excuse me, Timothy, Stephanie, bless your hearts for being a part of this growth, excuse me, experience on a very cold, blustery, windy, and snow-driven day. And I pray that you are staying warm if you have to get out into the cold, that you would bundle up. I need to get the um, the warning out that COVID and the flu are running rampant in Ohio. Andrea, Cora, bless your heart for being here. I got to look up something real quick to make sure that this is true. Yep. Oh, Richard Smallwood did pass. 77 years old. Some of the icons of music ministry are leaving here. Jemison, bless you. Vernice, good to see you. Deborah, Timothy, Sister Rains, good to have you here. Deborah Toomer and Amir, thank y'all so much for being here. Bishop, how are you? And the same to you, my friend. Okay. Praying that all is well with you and yours. Kim, how are you? Let me get this text out real quick. Just got the thing saying that Richard Smallwood had passed, and it is true. And so we want to keep that family lifted in prayer. Carolyn, how are you? Um, and so we are grateful to God for you, one and all. Please, if you would be so kind to share, I want to let you know that we, Lavonda and Sharon, we are going to have our New Year's Eve service. Okay. I got you, my friend Bishop. I appreciate that. We are going to have our New Year's Eve service at 6:30. Um, it may snow, but it won't be ice, and it won't be anything so treacherous. Bishop, I appreciate you, man, and I pray that God does and performs His greatest work in your life. That your latter will be greater than your former. I'm just trusting God for that. I'm believing that God has placed you in that position for such a time as this. And I am thankful to God to know who you are. Chaplain Hearns, how are you? Talk to Gina, or message Gina. And so we're praying for you. Jaleesa, how are you, Minister Faye? Bless the Lord for you today. Well, let me go ahead and jump into the lesson for today. There will not be a snapshot tomorrow. Matter of fact, it won't be a snapshot the rest of the week. And we want to remind you that snapshot in the beginning of the year will be at 11 a.m. instead of the 12 noon hour. Trinette, bless your heart for being here. Tell hubby we said hey, and we want you to know that. So we will be in person on Wednesday at 6:30 at 528 as we have our New Year's Eve worship experience. Sister Barnett, how are you? Thank you so much for being here on today. It is good to see you. I am determined to let you know that the God that we serve, Gina, bless your heart, I am determined, LMA, that no matter what comes, no matter how challenging it may be, God is still able to bring you through. Now, all of that sounds like cliches. Sabrina, bless your heart. Laverne, good to see you. But I think, thank you, James. Appreciate it, sir. And I believe that the God that we serve cannot lie. How do I know this? Well, when we look at the gospel recorded by Mark, chapter 9, and beginning at verse 21, I want to look at something. I want to look at something to help you to know that no matter how tumultuous things have been, because I don't care who you are, trauma's going to knock on your door. Dr. James, bless you, my friend, it's going to knock on your door. There is not a formula that exists anywhere that exempts you from that. I understand that I've watched some of our prophetic preachers who declare and decree that sickness will never come and trauma will never come, but they don't say nothing about how old age won't show up. I'm watching some of them age. I've seen some of them have strokes. I've seen them contract cancer. I've seen many of them who have declared over the years that with the appropriate combination of scripture that the enemy, Pastor Gillespie, how are you, sir? The enemy, and congratulations to you. You are pastor elect of Tridestone. Gelada, you didn't answer my text message, Gelada. I'm gonna text you when I get done. There, and they the prosperity preachers preach it in prosperous areas. Jesus even said, "The poor you will have with you always." If Laverne, thank you so much, and so it's difficult for me to wrap my mind around theology that does not. Oh, you didn't know? I thought I saw it on Facebook that you were the. Oh, Walt. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I I got the maybe I got the wrong one. I don't know what I got. Okay. I know somebody is the new pastor of, and the last name is Gillespie. That's the word I got. And if it's wrong, I'm gonna get a hold of them and I'm gonna go off on them. And so your love for the Lord doesn't change anything. Your Shirley, bless your heart, your steadfastness doesn't change anything. Jesus has been perfectly clear about in this world you're going to have tribulation, but be of good cheer. He will overcome the world for you. Okay, Pastor, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to go after him because the person told me that you was the one, Rhonda Gilmore, bless your heart for being here. There's an interesting situation that takes place in the gospel recorded by Mark chapter 9. Starting at verse 21, Jesus asks this question of the Father. How long has this been happening to him? Now, the Father, interestingly, has experienced the trauma of his son that is out of his control. I'm praying for you, my friend. Maybe I just gave you prophetic utterance. I don't know, but I'm praying. This man has witnessed since the birth of this child the assaults and the attempted assassinations of his son through convulsions, through the possession of his body, throwing him in water, trying to drown him, to destroy him. And the Father comes to Jesus and says, this is what's been going on with my son. I just want you to have compassion. And you gotta catch this, and I'm gonna take my time and deal with this. He says, if you could just have compassion. I don't know about anybody else, but when I look at the political cycle that we are in, there's none. On one side of the aisle, there's none. And the sad part about it is it contaminates the good people, because there are good Republicans. There are Republicans who really look out for their people. And I'm going to tell you something that you may not like. You got some Democrats that are just as bad. And so compassion does not allow health care subsidies to run out. Compassion does not allow SNAP programs to be threatened because you happen to have a D beside your name. Compassion is not predicated upon giving someone $40 billion and yet still you don't have money for the least of these. Do you realize that the healthcare industry is bracing for rates to go up by 30 to 60 and for some places 70%? He comes to Jesus and says, I'm not asking you, Catherine, I'm not asking you to heal him. Just have compassion. And if you have compassion, help us. Lord, have mercy. Lord, don't let me jump up from this seat. And Jesus says something to him. If you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes. Basically, what Jesus has said is that as you have come to me looking for me to be the solution, I am challenging you that what you have stood in need of has always been with you, but you have to believe that it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. And the Father says something that I think is powerful. Immediate, the father of the child cried out with tears, and he said, Lord, I believe, but un- help my unbelief. Help me in this area where I believe you can do it, but I'm struggling because as days go by, belief can dwindle. Oh, teach, Pastor. My God, man, as situations go by, belief can dwindle. When circumstances go by and they don't seem to change, belief diminishes. And he says, I believe that you can do it, but this thing in me, I need supernatural intervention because in and of myself, I don't have the capacity to do it. Help my unbelief. And that's what I want to leave y'all with. As we go into 2026, and I'm this is not my message for 2026. As we go into 2026, can we be transparent with God? Can we get rid of the superficial spirituality that everything in life is just rosy and everything is falling in place? And when we have those moments, when we're not hearing from God, or we're not talking to God, or we're not interacting or intervening with God, can we be honest and say, Lord, I believe you, but guess what? I'm struggling right now. I'm struggling with my existence. I'm struggling with my family. I'm struggling with my finances. I'm struggling with my neighborhood. I'm struggling with my job. I'm struggling. So I can't see it, but help me to press forward because I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to be everything. And I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing this for my child. Help my unbelief. I understand what you're saying, but out of that desperate situation, and I was going to stop there, but I got to go a little bit further. Okay. And then when Jesus saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the unclean spirit, says, deaf and dumb spirit, I command you to come out of him and enter in him no more. And the spirit cried out, convulsed him greatly, and came out of him. And he became as one who is dead. So many said, he's dead. But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. Can you understand what I'm saying? When you get delivered from the situation, it may drain you so much that death seems to be your only comfort. But the thing that I love about my Savior, because the text says, and he took him by the hand and he rose up. Is there anybody for just 10 seconds who can testify that in my dead situation, he took me by the hand? In those moments when I had no hope and no help, he took me by the hand. In those times when I said, enough is enough, I can't handle it anymore, I'm getting ready to lose my mind, I don't want to be here anymore, he took me by the hand. And whenever God touches you, life will be restored. Opportunity will be restored. All I'm trying to say is that in the midst of everything that goes berserk in your life, as long as you are honest with God and say, help my unbelief, and the weight of it may try to take you out, but in that dead moment, He reaches down, he takes you by the hand and restores you. Listen, love y'all with the love of Jesus, who is the Christ. Please be careful. Please be safe. Don't forget, at 6:30 p.m., we will be at 528 Lincoln Avenue, Youngstown, Ohio, with our New Year's Eve worship experience. And I'm asking as many of you as can possibly do so, join us in person. I know it's going to snow. You go to work in the snow. You go every place else in the snow. I think it's funny that we can go to ball games in the snow. We can sit out there and freeze in the snow. Christmas come along. I don't care how frigid it is. Get out there and get. It's always, yes. I had Sunday, the weather, and I had to look out for my people. But I'm asking at 6:30 that you meet me at 528 Lincoln Avenue. I'm talking about folk that's in the area. Meet me at 528 Lincoln Avenue. And let's thank God for what he's done. But then let's thank God for what he's going to do. Love you. Love you. I got you, Ayana. Love you with the love of Jesus, who is the Christ. Don't forget, there will be no snapshots the rest of the week. And when we begin the new year, the snapshots will fall at 11 a.m. instead of 12 noon. Talk to you later. May God bless you. May He keep you. Is our prayer. No, tomorrow night, Wednesday night, New Year's Eve. Today's the 30th, New Year's Eve on the 31st. See you there.